Unlike Scarlet Nexus, Tales of Destiny is a fun game where I will easily take the time to do another playthrough of it immediately after. Again, no hate to Scarlet Nexus. People think I hate that game. I don't. I just was not in the mood to do it right after. After I finished that game, I needed a break.
There are 3 enemies. Careful!
Do you weak to again?
It's not
Nothing.
strong at all. I'm sure you can win. Direct hit. That's how it's done. You do it, Sensei.
I got bored with it. You just hate Tales of, Raptor. Stop being a Tales of hater.
Yikes, it's tough. It's over.
It's over. Ba-ba-bum. What do we have beyond this doorway? Ooh, thank goodness I have all these chest keys. Black feather. I should be looking at what these do. I'm so busy talking about games. What does this do? Resistance to darkness. Ice damage. Alright, well, I don't think I need these now. We'll just keep them for later. You could go. I'm gonna have you do a quick Dia on Narukami. I'm surprised you finished Scarlet Nexus that day? What, in the sense that it was hard? The final boss was not that difficult. Well, I got goosebumps. Things on the floor. Be careful.
I smell 5 enemies. You can take them. Persona.
But, no, Scarlet Nexus,
Enemies down.
that dungeon just dragged. Sumeragi Tomb was way too long, and you couldn't run from any of the battles. That was the main problem with Scarlet Nexus's endgame. The fight with Karin was awesome. I liked fighting Karin. That was cool. Fighting Karin was like one of the best parts of the endgame. Bio Moklani.
All right, I leveled up.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Speaking of Scarlet Nexus, I want to. I don't know. It's probably going to be on my spare time. I don't think it'd be a playthrough, but part of me wants to do it for a playthrough, but I'm not sure. I think I'll just do it on my spare time. I want to do Kasane's story. I like the game enough to do Kasane's story. I just wasn't in the mood to do it right after. So people get the wrong idea being like, oh, you were never going to do it. I was going to always do Kasane's story. I just wanted to wait. This year or next year, it might be that time where I'm like, hey, I'll play Scarlet Nexus again. It definitely wasn't a bad game. The characters just kind of disappointed me with it. The story was all over the place. The story was up and down. Like, some parts interesting, some parts not. The mid-game was just incredibly padded. Not padded, but it, like, the pacing of it felt really off. You say you were fine with Grace's Vesperia and Arise you were fine with. That implies that you got bored with those games too. If you said you were fine with them to a point, that implies you got bored with them, so. But I agree though, Destiny isn't really a story thing, but as I say in almost every single playthrough,
I know you can win.
I favor the characters. Destiny's weakest part is the story.
Hang in there.
But even then, it's not bad, it's just like, not deep.
4 enemies down.
You gotta be in for the characters with Destiny, I think. The story wasn't super good. By the way, I'm leveling up a little bit because I want to go on a rant before I go investigate what Kanji's there for. But, Destiny's story. My only problem with Destiny is the story. But it's not really like, hey, I wish it was like... It's not even like awful. It's just not interesting enough compared to other Tales of stories. Again, I compare it to Tales of a lot because it's a Tales of game. My biggest problem with the game was the story. Everything else was great. The characters were great. They kind of lifted the game for me. But even then, the story was just simple. It wasn't really bad or it wasn't awful. It made sense.
Don't get careless.
But, you know, it wasn't really like anything deeper than what it was. Literally what you got is what it was. And also you have to keep in mind, it was made in 1997. Like, maybe that's why I'm a little more forgiving towards it, but I do agree the story isn't the best.
Let's get through this.
But if you didn't like the characters, then I can see why Destiny is easy to get bored with, honestly. Because if not the story, you have the characters to look to. But if not the characters or the story, then the game just sucks. So, you know. Open sesame. Alright, I'm gonna go fight Kanji now. I just wanted to talk about Destiny a little bit more. Destiny was like the second Tales game, so... If you think Destiny's story's not that deep, don't. Fantasia's is, Fantasia is a lot more simplistic, so... Fantasia might not be your groove either if Destiny wasn't.
There are 3 enemies! Careful!
Ow.
Don't give up, Josuke! Damn it! Who do they think they are? Chie-chan's all confused!
That's some thick skin.
3 enemies left!
Chie, stop being panicked. You're my Mabufu user. I always forget that Valkyrie has Mabufu. I keep forgetting to use it.
This'll be a piece of cake for Yuki-chan.
Oh wow, you ran. Kinda wanted that XP.
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely!
Counting on you.
Bear, you don't have the right to say that. You have no right to comment on Yukiko's beauty.
Go.
Only I can do that.
There he is!
Kanji!
Oh, my, thank you for your undivided attention. At last, I've penetrated the facility. These images are coming to you live from inside this steamy paradise. But I've yet to have any charming encounters. Could this hot fog be the cause? It's like steam rising from sweat. My body's tingling with excitement.
I just want to be out of here. Chat, this makes me so uncomfortable. I'm almost tempted to fast forward it.
This is so wrong in so many ways.
I'm not going to because it's a playthrough. I would never do that, but I almost literally, if I ever were to play this game ever again on my spare time, I would never watch this again. I watched it the first time, hated it, and I would just skip it. But I'm not doing that because this is a playthrough, but I'm tempted to. I've never been tempted to do that, but this makes me tempted to.
I remember it being kind of like this on Yukiko's show, too. No, it wasn't like this. Those voices again. Wait, are they louder this time?
These voices. I was wondering whose they could be since it's only the victim in here. Is it the people watching outside?
You mean everybody who's watching the Midnight Channel? They're reacting to the show? Yikes! If people are watching Kanji-kun now, he's gonna be a legend in a way he never intended.
Is this even legal for TV?
Well, it's really his shadow, not him. but normal people won't know that.
The shadows are getting really restless.
That elusive thing I truly yearn for. Will I finally find it here?
It's even worse when you focus on his character model.
Well then, onward and deeper to reach further realms of romance. Let's get going, damn it!
I hate Shadow Kanji, dude. I hate it. I also hate the way he runs.
Kanji-kun.
That was his other self. It's trying to reveal his hidden feelings.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious, as if we didn't know that from Yukiko, Chie, or Yosuke's shadows.
It seems much worse than that time with Yuki-chan's shadow. At this rate, it might end up getting bare naked.
Bare naked? Oh man, here it comes.
Do not laugh at that joke. Do not. It does not deserve recognition.
Was I supposed to laugh?
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Get wrecked, Teddy. Get wrecked, Teddy. Get wrecked. I legit thought Yukiko was gonna laugh because Chie thought the same thing. Let's go. What on earth, computer? Let's go, Teddy. No one likes you. No one likes you. Why are you in this game? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Fantasia is... I know Chaos doesn't like that game, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think you know this, Raptor. I never even finished Fantasia. I told Chaos this. I never even finished the game. I got to the final dungeon and just stopped. It was...
One enemy ambushed you. Hang in there.
I don't feel as strongly against it as Chaos does. But I don't think it's very good.
It's down. Now run.
The best thing I can say about it is that it spawned my favorite series. Like, without it, we wouldn't have gotten so many other games, so I owe it for that. But as a game, playing it today, it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely, I'd rather play, like, there are many other games I'd rather play than it. Like, the story is simple, the characters aren't, like, super interesting. The gameplay, like... my problem with the gameplay is that you have 3 mages for most of the game. So... I hate how the gameplay for, like, 60% of the game, you have Cress, Arch, Klaus, and Mint, and 3 of them are spellcasters. And magic in the earlier Tales game freezes the game. So, you know. I definitely don't like it. I don't know. I would call it mediocre, while Chaos would call it a bad game. We're basically like I agree with what he says, but I just don't hold a strong opinion against it as he does. Again, the biggest thing I can say about it is it spawned my favorite series. Because without it, we wouldn't have gotten so many games that I adore. The only other Tales game I actively despise is Dawn of the New World, which is a spin-off. Even Zestiria, I have my, like, I don't think Zestiria is, like, an amazing game, but I think it's decent. I've got some, like, positives about Zestiria, even though I know a lot of people don't. I might keep trying to use that.
You can win. 2 enemies left.
But yeah, I never finished Fantasia. I got to Dios's castle. I tell people I finished it, but in truth, I haven't. I basically finished it.
Sensei's back on his
I just
feet.
didn't fight the final boss. I did everything else. I am gonna have to play it again though, because I want it on the channel. I want all of them on my channel, so I'll have to play it again eventually. Oh, nice crit. Let's go.
It's down. Let's go. Out of our way.
Don't miss.
Someone finish it off!
Just 1 enemy left.
Burn. Persona.
Sensei, are you okay?
Okay, shut up, Bear. I'm tired of you saying that. I'm tired of your existence. Also, I'm really confused with chat saying we still can't murder the bear. I've made it pretty clear that I hate Teddy. Like, I would love to murder this bear. Yes, I think he's the killer. I think he's the killer. I want to accuse him of being the killer because I want to kill him. So yes, I do want to murder the bear. I've been making my opinions of Teddy pretty strong, I feel.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
He and Navarro are just the worst.
3 enemies left.
Come, Konohana Sakya!
Konohana Sakaya. That's a mouthful.
2 enemies down. Great.
But I
Go,
love
Yuki-chan.
hearing her say it. Get burned.
Couldn't do it.
Oh, dang it. They got up right after.
It got back up. Hurry and beat it. It got back up. Hurry and beat it. Yuki-chan's in danger. Help! Someone! That was cool, Yosuke.
Time to crit him. Yeah, we should have Fantasia's streams being AMAs. That is a good point. I think most of Chaos's streams, I like, you know, I stream, but I normally catch up on VODs or on YouTube with Chaos's playthroughs, especially the ones that are Tales of, obviously. But most of his streams were like, they were talking like about stuff. Like most of the streams that when he played the game were talking about other stuff, which I hope that happens when I play it, because I would get bored really quickly.
Sensei's way.
As I said, the only good thing, looking back now, the only good thing I can say about Fantasia is that it spawned my favorite series. Everything else is like, not everything is like utter garbage, but there's nothing good or outstanding that the game does,
Have I gotten a little stronger?
other than spawning a great series. But that's the game itself. The game itself didn't do anything, so you know. Me not being able to finish the game should be proof enough on how much I hate it. Or don't like it. Open sesame? Oh, come on. I want that chest. Oh, you guys are weak to wind.
They caught you off guard. 5 enemies? That was cool, Yosuke.
Oh, let's go.
Cool, Yosuke.
Why'd they give Sam Riegel?
You hit its weakness.
Why'd they make Teddy voiced by someone, by a good voice actor? Because I actually really like Sam Riegel. He does Jude and Zillia. He does Jude really well, and he does Flynn in Vesperia. He does 2 Tails characters who I like. But why did they make him Teddy? I hate everything. He probably does a few others I can't think of, but those are the 2 that come to mind. Oh, Fantasia's not happening this year. I would have played Overclocked by the time I play Fantasia. I already talked about the Tales games that are most likely going to be this year. Again, if Destiny 2 comes out, that's happening this year. Fantasia's not one of the games happening this year. It probably next year. I would say definitely next year, because if I wait too long, then it's going to be hard to play. I got to get it over with eventually. It's not happening. I would have played Overclocked by the time I play Fantasia. Those gold hands are so hard to beat. Oh, hey, stairs. Oh, there are stairs. Remember from the Sonic movie where Knuckles used like the little drones as stairs? I just got reminded of that scene. You hear voices from somewhere. A man can't back down at a time like this. Just watch and I'll show you how manly Kanji Tatsumi can be. How many floors is this place? I don't remember. Oh, that's right. You know what, chat? Let's go back to the Fox and heal. Because now we have the Fox. I've never watched Pacific Rim. I've heard of it, though. Oh, what? Oh, come on, game. Come on. I don't have enough. I guess I'm using Snuffles. I'm short by like 2,000. Oh, we should. We have to go back for the mini boss in Yukiko's dungeon. I got the gag winner. I'm not even reading this. Oh, Yukiko needs SP2. There we go. It was weird that we didn't see Knuckles glide. Yeah. Hopefully in the third movie. Tails got to fly. I mean, that's his whole gimmick.